about it over the weekend. It's called Belief in Opportunity. Did you all know that 10% of our population makes 90% of the income? What do you guys think those 10% are employed in? Sales. 10% of our population makes 90% of the income inside of this country. That's fucking insane. Insane. Sales. Now, the rest of it, though, is where the shit goes awry. Where you have bottom feeders, salespeople, that make less income than the normal population. Why? Well, I'm going to tell you, it is the belief system. It's momentum in sales, but also it's because of what salespeople surround themselves by. It's the salespeople always thinking that enough is enough, what they're doing is enough, and that also goes into where salespeople really don't grow into leadership positions or management positions and or excel their careers. Because salespeople, just like every meeting I give, they do what? They stop what? They stop that progression because of what reasoning? They think they know everything, 100%, right? That's one of them. Give me another one.
Those around them.
Arrogance, very good. What?
Those around them.
Those around them. We only act in accordance, which I always tell everybody, it is your environment. In every book I have a chapter on environment, the sales culture, but it's also the culture in which you raise yourself by. You can see a parent, they raise children, but they raise children differently. Some households have very successful children that do really good in school, really good in sports. But it's their what that does that. We have a friend, Danny, named Chris Davis. Chris Davis could have been Football Hall of Fame, but decided to go the other way in college. 6'5", huge, big motherfucker. You couldn't get through him on a defensive line. There's no way. But he decided to go party, right, instead of going to school. And when he went to school, he said, no, I miss my friends. I want to come back. Because he thought he was missing out on all of them going out in South Florida. So he quit his school, came down here, and that was the end of his football career and never went back. He has a son. His son is now bigger than him, and he's only, a sophomore in school? He is on the World Series of Baseball and the Hall of Fame for a kid, #1 prospect. I can go on and on and on. But Chris decided to dedicate himself to his child. And that's all he does is travel around the country for baseball, football, every sport, and makes him the best. Kid's name is Bryce Davis. Now, there's other parents that concentrate on education. So what do you think the kid has a better avenue, on education or playing football or baseball?
Playing football or baseball.
Right, why?
Because his parents, that's what he surrounded them with all the time.
That's the path that he chose. You guys ever see somebody who's like 7 feet? Like that guy who came here last week. He worked for Citibank. 7 feet tall. I don't know if you guys saw that guy come in here. And I'm looking at this guy. Like, this guy should be on a Miami Heat or something. Like, I didn't know who he was. But that's automatically what goes in our heads. Because the appearance of somebody tall, athletic, looking like that, you would think, okay, this guy's a basketball player. Nah, he's a banker. But a lot of other people say, shit, if I had your height, I'd be playing in the NBA. What goes through our heads when we judge other people? What they should be doing. But again, his environment, the way he grew up, put him where? In a different path. He says, no, I love banking. No, I love banking. So what does that tell you for you, though? Your path and how you hold yourself accountable right now is going to be the end result of what you get. And I say that because I look around, right? And I see a few faces. I look in my Arizona office, I see a few faces, Deerfield, a few faces. But it's always the same ones that continue to grow. But then I have other ones, some of them my top producers, that don't show up. And they aren't excelling. They aren't doing the right things. They're very emotional people. It's always, I don't have the right. I don't have the opportunity. I can't get any further. Why do we stop ourselves right there? Why do we stop ourselves in learning in sales? See, the best CEOs have to continuously grow. Best CEOs read a book a week. Why? Because they have to know more than who? Everyone else. Not only who works for them, but inside of the industry, because it's their job to go coach who up? Everyone else who works for them, in order to get to their what? Their bag, the big, hairy, audacious goal. So our big, hairy, audacious goal is what? To grow to 2,500 reps. We already know that. What is the company mission statement?
Keep the client alive
right? Are we? Are we doing those things? Are we continuously growing? Are we trying to get our own individual incomes up? And are we trying to keep a client for life? Well, if we go look at retention of future inactives for Medicare, do you know what it is after the first 60 days?
After the first 60 days,
Yeah.
70% are active.
Okay. That's a lot of people that are falling off of the books. We have more future inactives right now than ever before. One of the reasons are we're losing people for bad sales, poor salesmanship, and
No follow-up.
no follow-up, and
Lack of button up.
lack of button-up. All these things, lack of salesmanship, really. So if we're losing people due to lack of salesmanship, what do we have to do as individuals? Well, we have to learn more and do more. But do we, is the question. See, we get up here and we give the meetings, but few people take action on them. Few people even wake up in the morning. Wake up in the morning. Shit, I got fucking 3 kids. I have a fucking life. I got a lot fucking going on. I'm able to wake up in the morning. You want to know why? Time waits for no man. It doesn't. Time keeps going, no matter what. Whether you want to be sad, whether you want to be happy, whether you want to pout. Guess what happens? That clock, Austin, is still going around. And it's only the people that realize that win. So I'll go into closing for sales. How can you close if you don't expect to close? And that's one of the things that I've been listening for on the phone, and your momentum, Austin, all of you people in AC Agent, and all my people, that you guys keep going through these motions and you forget about time passing, that your opportunity is gone, that we keep wasting day by day by day. Did you guys know that we're in March already? Next week is going to be mid-March. Like, that's how quick time passes. But yet, we just take it as another day, another day, another day. No, we only have so many days that were allotted by the God in which you believe, and that's what we have. You don't get more than anybody else. I'm in competition with you, bro. We have a life. How are you going to utilize it? Me and Brett were joking around this morning, and we were saying, do you live to work or work to live? Which one is it? Well, dude, man, I have a passion. I'm not like everybody where, no, I have to go to the movie theater. No, I don't give a shit, right? There's stuff that I want to accomplish. There's stuff that I want to do, but also there's money I want to make, and there's people willing to give it to me. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. I'm not the type of person that will ever get a job, Bradley, like you, and come in and half-ass it during the day and just let my time on my clock pass. I'm not that guy. I don't want to be that guy, and you shouldn't be those people. Woman or man in here, you shouldn't accept taking a loss because you're tired. You shouldn't accept taking a loss because you don't think that you should put your foot on the gas. You shouldn't accept that. You get mad when your team loses. You get mad when you guys watch golf and doesn't make the shot, or your guy doesn't fucking win. Shit, you were just telling me someone's going to get their ass kicked in a fight. You would get mad because you want somebody to win, right? But we judge it, we prejudge it, we see it. And then we give up inside of our own heads. So if we don't fight before the fight begins, if we don't believe, right, before the action happens, what occurs inside of a sale? Your head is everything, ladies and gentlemen. It's everything inside of a sale. If you don't believe you can, you just won't. And I keep telling you guys that, but you have to believe it, Nicole. You can't go into your day every day and say, it's just what it is. You can't do that because that's your sale right there. If you believe that you can't do it when you're on the phone, your customer's going to feel it, but you're going to feel it and you're going to sell that to them, that you just don't want to go through with this, that it doesn't matter. What mistakes everybody in here for success is, hey, I showed up today. But did you show up? And that's the point. I remember when Sam brought his girlfriend in here, I said, don't do it, it's going to be a distraction. Not the love, right? But the distraction of having to manage what? Somebody else's emotions. Remember me telling you that? And what happened? We have to manage other people's emotions that are close to us, but then we get sucked into it. But that's what happens with our close friends too. You get sucked into this emotional party of, I can't do this, I don't want to do this, I don't want to come in today, I don't know what's going on. Did you hear the lead? These leads suck. I have no opportunity. Oh, they get everything. This guy has everything. He's able to do more because he's changing shit inside of the CRM, and we don't have that ability. I mean, I hear this from office to office. 27 years I've been hearing the same shit. Fuck, when I was on the phone, people used to say it to me. And I used to have to control their mentalities. And then I used to get absorbed into it. Yeah, this fucking Dun & Bradstreet fucking index card. This is bullshit. I already called this guy. Then I get sucked into it, forgetting that, okay, I already called them, but I didn't what? Close them. Close them. That's why they handed it back out. You guys didn't close them. Glengarry Glen Ross, that movie, all they did was bitch about what? What about them, though?
They weren't
Old.
They're old, and
Recycled and shitty. There's that one. Everyone else already talked.
the old recycled. He goes, I already visited their house. They have no money. These people are broke. And that's every fucking job that we have. But the funny thing is, I don't go to Amazon once. I go many times. I don't go to Publix once. I go many times. I don't buy cake once in my life. I buy many of them. Do you understand what I'm saying? You all have to have that perspective that, okay, great, these people are buyers. You're getting an inbound phone call with this person, but your mentality going into them is everything. But then out of that, you also have to realize your mentality is everything, because if you don't solidify that sale and the button up that we've been talking about, everything you did was for nothing. But then that starts to affect your mind in the beginning, that you just go, whatever. Who gets in that whatever mindset? I know all of you do. You get in that whatever mindset about your lives, about your income, about your day, about everything. But it's unacceptable. It really is unacceptable. So how do you change up that mindset into a growth mindset? What do you have to do for yourself in order to learn sales? You see, even my management team, I've been training them for a long time. And me, I don't lose breath. I'll go into it and into it and into it, just like you guys, with the same shit repetitively every week. Because I know it takes a while to get people to listen, to get people to what? Drink the Kool-Aid, right? But everybody wants to be a manager because they think all this shit, but no one wants to what? Do the work. What do you mean? I got to do reports? I got to tell people what's going on? I got to go, oh, I have to go be mean to somebody? I got to tell them they have to get off their ass? Oh, I didn't know that was part of this. I just thought I was a manager. Oh, you mean I have to know everything? I have to know more than you do? I have to know what's happening inside of the industry? I have to know sales? I have to know how to rebuttal everybody and everything? I have to take over their phone calls? I have to go show them reports on where they are and where they need to be? This is crazy. I don't want to have to do all of that. You're right. You don't have to either. But salespeople, you want to be in sales, guess what you have to do? The same thing about yourself. But we don't do that, do we? No. Because everything we have is good enough. Everything we do is always what? Good enough. And that's the word I want you to write down and cross out. I mean, I would really do that right now on a sheet of paper. Write down good enough and cross it out, because good enough is never enough. And you have to know that for everything in life inside sales. Good enough is never enough. Because if you guys want to become great business leaders, you guys want to become great salespeople, you guys want to make sick money and have a large bank account, you can't say it's good enough. It's never enough. And that's the issue. Information is never enough. Never enough. You guys have all the information at your fingertips right now. Shit, look at ChatGPT. You can ask it anything, it answers you immediately. It writes people's homework. It does everything for everybody, but it's making people stupider because people don't want to what? Think anymore. They just ask things, hey, what about this? And they have shit written up. Fuck, I get stuff from people. I'm not going to say who that's written up. And I'm like, man, this is 100%. You'd even like change font size here. Like, what are we doing here? Like, I know this is ChatGPT because it has if you would like more at the bottom. But people don't even pay attention when they highlight copy and then click send. We don't even go proofread what we're doing. Now think about your sale. You don't proofread your sale either. We're so lazy because of technology that we just don't want to do the work. We just want something to do the work for us. You guys ever hear the story about the farmer? He had a gold plot. This was back when the whole gold rush was happening. And this gold plot he bought had a river going through, and then, bam, mining operation. Right into the mountain. They mined the shit out of gold, and this is a true story. And all of a sudden, he thought the gold ran out. And he was like, all right, fuck this, time to move on. All right, sorry for the language, but he said, no more gold, it's out. Sell it. Okay, good. So he sold it to another farmer to go farm the land. Sold it for almost nothing. So I just want to get out of here, get the money. I already made mine. I had enough. The guy who bought the land said, well, this was a gold plot. And he goes, well, before I start destroying everything, let me go get somebody, like an expert in here, to tell me, right, if there was anything left. For shits and giggles, really, yeah? Kind of one of those things like, hey, maybe I'll get lucky, like throwing your hands up in the air. The guy who left was 3 feet away from another gold vein. One gold vein was going into the mountain, and then it stopped. And then 3 feet this way was one of the largest gold veins in history. That guy wound up making, back then, over $100 million. Back then. It's billions in today's money. Billions. Now, how much would you have kicked yourself in the ass for not digging a little more and experimenting a little more instead of just going, there's no more, whatever. I have enough. What is that lesson? The lesson is a true one, that we always stop before when? Success happens. We always stop right before. Right before. It's because of us, human beings, the people around you. You're taught the way you're raised, you're taught the way your friends are, to give up right before your success happens. There was a kid in here last week, Shannon Brett, that was leaving. I forget who it was. And he said, I finally hit my minimums. Where is he? Who was that? He said, I finally hit my minimums, the 15. Josh, you remember that? Who was that? He said, I finally hit my 15. And I said, it finally clicked. He goes, yeah, I finally got it. I'm so happy. I said, awesome. Now what? He goes, now I'm just going to get more. I said, how long you been here? About a month. About a month. So it took him a month to go hit his minimums, which now he knows what his standard is. And he told me, great, now I know what I'm making, now I got to go make more. I said, but you feel it now. You understand it now. He goes, yeah, no, I get it now. I said, click. Salespeople, all of you that started and been here with me, right? Raise your hand if you remember when it clicked. When you just knew, here's what I have to say. Here's what I have to do. But how frustrated were you when you first started that you're like, I don't get it. What do I have to do? How is he selling so much? I don't get it. And now all of a sudden you're one of those people that people go, I don't get how he's doing it. You're that guy now, right? But you go look back in retrospect, you go, what didn't I get? This is easy. Correct or incorrect? Yes. Okay. So what can we give advice-wise to the new people on what he just found out, what he knew, what he had to work for? You see, it's that learning curve that really stops people from being successful. That's the deterrent. The deterrent is when people go right into Medicare and they're only doing 2 deals a day and they're like, I just don't get how to do it. I want to go back to ACA. Or when people first start doing ACA and they're like, I don't understand you can make money with this. This is frustrating. It is because of that. Because of what? Because of that. Because of the way you're acting and what you're saying. If you keep saying that instead of just walking up to Sam and going, Sam, tell me what I'm doing wrong. How did you make it click? What am I looking for? And then Sam gives you the answer. You have to utilize it, but we don't, do we? Just like my management team, just like all of you, I sit here and I give speeches. I'm worth a lot of fucking money right now. And hardly any of you come up to me and ask me how. But yet, that's what you all want. I can sell fucking anybody anything, but hardly any of you go ask, hey, what more can I do? Can you personally sales train me? Hey, what else should I be doing on the phone? You don't do it because you really don't want it. Just like my management team, you really don't want it. You're all full of shit. And I say that with respect to you because if you did, you would have read word for word everything I've ever written down. Because success, it leaves trails. Those tracks, all you have to do is step in the sand and follow them in order to get the fuck out of the room. That's all you have to do. But people, we like avoiding that, don't we? We want to avoid that mess for what reason? Not because you want to figure it out yourself. It's because honestly, deep down, you really just don't want to figure it out. You really just don't fucking care. You just don't. I hear people in here talk about sports players more than they talk about themselves. You see, I don't give a shit what the guy in the Giants did or the guy fucking playing hockey did. I don't give a shit. It's fun to watch, but I'm not following their lives. I'm not a retard that knows all their statistics. You want to know why? I want to know mine. I want to know mine. What am I doing? I'm happy for the guy. I really am. Glad you won the gold medal. Glad you just won a bonus. That's awesome. But what about me? I'm worried about me. And you all have to become selfish to worry about you and stop worrying about everything else. But that's the distraction of the world, isn't it? That you're all so focused on everything else happening. People know all the gossip in Hollywood. This is why idiots watch reality TV shows, the housewives, to this wife, to that wife, and survive. Like, why are you watching these people? What are you doing? You're watching a bunch of nobodies run an obstacle course and talk shit about each other. Like, that's your life? That's what you're basing your success on? This is what makes you happy? And you have to start to go look at the things that you do and the actions that you take in life and say, is this really getting me to where I want to be? See, the sacrifice is in giving that up and finding the reality of what you need to absorb yourself in. But we don't want to read the book. We do want to watch the idiot make money and not us. They're getting paid to do that shit. And you're paying them. You're watching them. You're literally giving these people dollars with advertisements. Okay, here you go. That's awesome, man. Oh, you missed the ring. You missed the shot. Oh, you didn't like Billy? Oh, Leslie kissed Billy. What the fuck are you doing with your life? But instead, you could be reading and learning and studying your craft and becoming better, so then those people will be on your show. And I want you guys to realize that every day that you're filming your own show. It's your life. And if you want to go lead it, right, rewarding other people instead of yourself, that's totally up to you. But think about your clients right now that you want to make all this money and you want to keep upping your income. You got to work on your tonality. You got to work on your voice. You got to work on your rebuttal. All of you. This is our craft. But do we? No. Instead, we do the opposite. And that's my point. So what I want you to do is remember, in closing people, in order to close them, you have to close yourself. And that's something I want to get across today, that if you're not closing yourself, Casey, Danny, and everybody, on why you're on the phone and what your intent is, and how much you want to help somebody, it means nothing. It's just meaningless. I can't say, man, my kid's a fucking idiot. If I said that, whose fault is it? It's mine, 100%. It's my kid. It's my kid. If I say, damn, my kid's smart, that's my fault too. And you have to understand that the things around you are controlled by you, and they what from you? They what from you? They grow, expand, they morph. Now that's your goals. That's your life, that's your future. Your future will morph off everything that you do, Danielle. Everything that you do is going to morph from your actions today. Today, not yesterday. And people always talk about their past. Oh, I don't give a shit. It happened yesterday. Some shit happened yesterday, Brett, right? Yeah. But today's a new day. Fix it. Fix it. And then move forward and say, what do I want and what can I change? How do I make it work for me? Does that make sense to everybody? So now you have consumers over the phone. You have to say to yourself, how many do I have to sell today to go make my $1,000? If that's your goal. How much do you want to make? I don't know. I hope it's over 1,000. That should be your goal every single day. But you have to let that morph into your future and morph your income. You can't sit here and say, I'm okay with $200, which is garbage. You have to say, I'm not okay with $1,000, even if that's your goal. You have to say, I hit my goal. What more can I make? What more can I do? Does that make sense? Yes. Okay. So I'm going to go back into it. And Brett, I asked you to hand out a piece of paper so people could see it. How many of you, if I look at desks, not there, not there, not there. If you don't have a goal in front of you, if you don't have what your purpose and your standard is, how do you live by it? You see, when I'm driving in my car on the way to work, guess what's in front of me? No, my miles per hour. And guess what I'm checking when I'm going down the road and I know a cop's there? What am I checking? Why?
So you don't get pulled over.
Oh, because I have to what?
Slow down.
Now you gotta
Abide by
stop.
the law.
Huh?
You gotta stop.
What?
Follow the law.
Follow it along? I have to what? Track my progress. Track where the fuck I am. Now, when I know the cop's not there and I pass them, what do y'all do?
Speed up.
Okay, so you track what you do and how fast you're going in the car. What about your life? What about your life? Do you have anything in front of you to help guide you, to tell you how fast you should be going? Which is your standard? Is that in front of you? If the speed limit's 35, then you know you should be doing 35, right? No more, no less. That's a standard, isn't it? Yeah, 5 miles above usually. So we notice inside of our head on 95 in Florida, what is the speed limit?
65.
How fast do you go? How fast do you go? How fast do you go? What? Okay, I'll take that from Logan. Sean? Yeah, what? As fast as everybody around you. That's the pace. That's the pace. You can only go as fast as everybody else around you unless you're Sean riding on the shoulder, right? Fucking causing accidents. But that's usually it. You're paced up by everyone else. You can go as fast as the guy in front of you. That's what you can do on 95, especially in that HOV lane and there's cones on the sides and there's a wall. Where can you go? Can you pass him? No, you fucking can't. You can't. You're stuck behind who? Whoever's in front of you. And remember that. They're holding your pace. But when you're out front, what are you doing? I was coming home from Miami last night. And boy, you got to drive my car and I put a battery. Holy fuck is it fast. So I'm driving, I'm cruising, fucking 105. Motherfucker's going 50. Over the bridge right there by the stadium. Hell, what the fuck? High beam, some Sean action with the horn. Then he starts going slower. Oh, now you fuck with me. All right. So as soon as it opens up to the two lanes, fucking I go on the side of him, what does he do? Speeds up. All right. Ain't faster than my car, though. I whip around him. And then all of a sudden he's riding my ass. And I said, Sean, bye-bye. And I just fucking took off. I kept the pace, but I said, you know what? This guy's driving too slow. I need to get somewhere. You understand? I made a choice. And I want you guys to make that same choice in life. You can either stay behind somebody, right? And let them guide you and fuck with you and fluctuate your life and your pace that you're going, right? But it's your time. How fast do you want to go and how fast do you guys want to get there? Those are your skills that you guys have to develop. Those are your skills that you have to put up here going, no, man, I got to go 70. I got to go 80. No, man, I got to go fucking 90. I don't have time for this bullshit. Your life is dictated by how much you put on that gas, and that's your day here. Your day is dictated by how fast you're driving. You can be slow and hold up fucking traffic. You can go look at the accident and see the car turned over if that's what you want to do with your life. That's cool. Be that person. You could be the person that go gets a football card and knows all the stats and watches ESPN at night. Oh, you see, that guy just graduated college and you see where he's playing, he just got drafted. Fuck him, not you. Not you. What are you worried about him for? How is he changing your life? Why don't you know the stats about your business? Why don't you learn how to close? Why don't you learn your rebuttals? Why don't you learn your power? Why don't you learn how to do a button-up so you can fucking make money? Why don't you do that? But we don't, because it's simpler to do what? What?
Watch everybody else.
Yeah, why not, right? Isn't that simpler? And it's much simpler to have, boy, I could have done that. Much simpler to you see that guy? Much simpler to go talk good about other people rather than yourselves. Talk good about yourself. Be confident with who the hell you are, right? Accept who you are and say, this is what the fuck I chose. Let me be the best in it, Danielle Van Pelt. Let me be the best in it, Mo. Let me do more than everybody else is willing to. Because once you're able to do more, you're that card now. You're that statistic that everybody else is following. You're the name that people remember when they leave. You're the person that they're trying to catch, just like this cannonball run where whose team is winning? Dilly Dally? Dilly Dally in Arizona, which I'm offended because you guys have me here. You guys fucking have Shane here. You have Danny here. You have Brett here. You have Shannon here. And you're letting Arizona whoop your ass. That's a fucking different story. I don't know how that's happening. And then you have the Cyrus Knights over at Verification that's leading. Who's number 3?
Mirror my production.
Oh, so we're number 3 now. We're getting our ass whooped. Getting our ass whooped, Amir. What does that tell you? But competition is good because shit that you guys follow. Your UFC fights. Oh, look at this guy. What about you? You get tough. You get in the fucking ring. What are you doing? Fuels you guys watching the NFL. Oh, wow, look at that team. They're good. How about you get on it then? Stop being a fucking idiot. Let's go. It's your life. You want to go make money? Let's go. Oh, you see how much that golfer made? Then play golf. Shut the fuck up. Stop telling me how good he is. What about you? I don't care how good he is. I don't know him. Doesn't change my life in a bit. In a bit. You see his swing? Don't give a fuck about his swing. Want to know why? I didn't make any money from it. Don't care. I care about what you do. I care about what I do. And I want you all to care about what you do. Does that make sense to all of you? So if this is what we do. We sell fucking Medicare ACA. Pretend like the world is watching you do it. Pretend like you guys are driving in the car and everybody's pacing behind you, not in front of you. Drive your life like you want everyone to chase you to fuck down. Don't drive your life like you're stuck in traffic. I don't feel bad for you. No one feels bad for you because you had a bad day. No one cares. I don't care if your football player had a bad day. I don't care. I care about what changes in here. Does that make sense? I care about the way you sound over the phone and how much you do and how you control your mindset. Josh, I care about how many people you helped today. That's what I care about. I care about the income going in your bank account, not in somebody else's. So these $1 million contracts that you hear about, this, that, and the other, that happen to 0.00001% of the population, great, good for them. If you could have done it, you would have done it. Or if you still can, then go fucking do it. But don't talk about it and lead your life that way. Lead your life your way and say, okay, I need to go make mine. You want a 7-figure bank account? Work for it. You want a 7-figure bank account? Learn what you're doing. It's simple shit. You want a 7-figure bank account? Pitch like you want it. Pitch like you already have it. Don't sit there and bitch about it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah? Me and Brett laugh. We say, work until your bank account looks like a phone number. But it's true. You have to. We have one life. A lot of us choose to live it in a fucking shoe. You live it like you don't have the opportunity. All of you have the opportunity, and no matter what, whether it's here or somewhere else selling oranges, for God's sakes, you have the opportunity. But you actually have to do something with it. That's the difference. Do something with it. Who could give me every single objection rebuttal that there is to know inside this industry right now? If I said to you, I need to speak to my spouse, what are you going to say?
Is the spouse a decision maker in your family?
Horrible. No, I'll kill you right now. Who taught you that bullshit? I need to speak to my spouse. Mador. Mador. No ums, you just lost. Need to speak to my spouse. Farinas.
That's not a problem, Mr. Jones. So let me ask you, I don't know, just ignore and proceed it.
Okay, I'll take because you just answered that correctly. Ignore, proceed. Yes, that is it. Danny, step 2. Step 2. Step 2.
Tell me more. Tell me about that.
Why?
So you can run out of steam. Keep talking about it.
First one is to what?
Ignore and proceed.
Second,
Hear 'em out.
holy shit, guys. Right? If you don't know these things, how are you going to win inside sales? Seriously. So we all consider us professional salespeople. But you don't even know the basics of Sales 101. Meanwhile, I teach it, I bleed from it, I hand it out, I have books on it, but we don't know it. But yet all of you go, I just can't figure out what I'm doing wrong, Logan. You don't know anything. That's what you're doing wrong. Put your car in drive. It's the big D. It says drive D. Just right there. Then you press on the gas and it goes forward. Oh, I didn't know that. I know. But our jobs are treated secondary to everything. That you all take a job, but you know nothing about it. When you have handbooks, instruction books, and everything. What is step 7 to objections? Step 7. Why don't you know? How long you been here?
7, 8 months.
7 or 8 months, and you don't know? So you had a month to learn every single step up to step 7. Why don't you know? Do you know? Why not? How much money are you making a week right now? It's not enough. Imagine if you knew what the fuck you were doing. You have no clue what the hell you're doing on the phone. You're making $2,000 a week. You guys understand my point? That I get up here and I teach you and I teach you and I teach you. Does anybody know step 7? Managers, anybody? What?
question.
What is that?
So isn't the real question, despite what you're saying, isn't the real question this?
So what I love is my managers know it, right? Why don't my salespeople know it? So a life lesson for you. If you want to grow, knowledge is power. Stop telling me football stats and your golf stats and UFC scores for the fucking weekend. I don't give a shit. I care about what you know here to make yourselves money. Does that make sense? Now, all of you making $2,000 a week right now, not knowing anything, I want you to remember that. If you knew something, you would make $4,000 a week. It's that simple, because knowing what you're doing in your miles per hour, Brett, you know how fast you're fucking going. You know the guidelines. You know your limitations. You know where your what? Standard is. That's your standard, that miles per hour inside sales. Your standard is your knowledge base, young people that think you know the world already. You fucking don't. Young people who started investing and then you just invested in a name and you made money and you think you're a stock guru and you're going to day trade, you're an idiot. You don't know shit. You don't know shit. But yet we all think that because we do something and we're just the world's genius. What'd you invest? Oh, $500. Loser. Sorry. Like, get off of your high horse and realize that you don't know anything yet. And then learn it, apply yourself, then brag. Then brag. What do you have in it? 100 grand. I didn't want to put everything in. What do you have in that one? 250. Start thinking like that. What are you driving? Well, today I brought my. That's what I want to hear. Where are you living? I just bought a new condo on the beach. That's what I want to hear. Where are you living? I just bought my new house. Which I get those from people all the time, but I want more of it. I'm literally handing you the keys to the world right now where you guys can make hundreds of thousands of dollars. Oh, you never had jobs before. If your jobs before, you didn't make shit. Now you can make big checks. Van Pelt, what'd you make last year? Almost 200,000? Pretty good. Pretty good. Right? And I go, look at this. You guys know how Van Pelt started here? What'd you do? Oh, so she was a verifier. Sounds like this guy right here. What'd you do? Nicole, what'd you do? Oh, my top salespeople, verification. What does that tell you? What do you have to learn in Ver? What do you have to learn in Ver? What? How to keep people on the phone.
How to get the deal through.
How to get the deal through. Oh, what else?
What causes deals to fall out?
Oh, what causes deals to fall out? We can keep going on and on and on. It's what salespeople lack. That's what you learn there. All the shit that salespeople don't feel like they're doing. They just go, okay, I'm gonna get you over to Ver. Click. And they just put you inside of a queue. The verifier is like, oh, fuck, what do I do with this? Salespeople, take a lesson from that. Knowledge is power. Knowing more, you make more. Simple shit. I want all of you to do that today, especially you, Taco. You're over here, over in Medicare now. What are you doing, 5 or 6 a day? Okay, I'm going to tout him real quick because this motherfucker made me late for a important dinner on Friday because he was here and he had to go close somebody and get a double, right, on the fucking shit as Farinas told him to hang up, Farinas, right? And he got a fucking duo, right, on that call. We were here at about 8:30 with my man Josh, which I'm going to tell Josh, always sitting here at night with me till the fucking doors closed, last one to fucking walk out. So the two of you, love you both, thank you so much, right? Really incredible. I'm going to kill you. You told him to hang up on the phone, just get rid of it, don't worry about it, just see what happens with it. Well, what the fuck was that, Taco? Right? Not right. Fuck, Van Pelt would have had a fucking upsell after and stayed here to 9:30, but we'll talk about that later. What I want you to do today, guys, is to remember what I just said to you. Your stats matter. Your stats matter. Everything I do, I immerse myself in. Investing, I immerse myself in it to know more than what people are telling me what to do because I don't trust anybody. Sales, I know more because I want to be able to close everybody, not just one person. Life, I want my bank account to look like multiple phone numbers, not just one. I want you guys to work like that, to live like that, and let's fucking go today. That's it. Let's go.